Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mark Advantage here, 8:27 in the morning. I'm in here with my Discord right now, taking a look at Nasdaq. Just gonna see what we're gonna do today. So keep it rolling. Yeah. So no, you're fine. I just started up another stream. Like I just record myself and I'll post it a little bit later. But yeah, so I'm watching NQ right now. Um, Market's about to open. I do see that we have a lot of bearish action today, and you can see already that we're having some movement there pre-market. But I'm gonna wait to see what it does in about 2 minutes. So I'm just kind of taking a look. What is it?
Hopefully, we have overall bearish action in the market today because I got a put on coin, so hopefully the whole market's acting like that.
Yeah, I see a lot of red today, and then if I scroll out here a little bit, I hate this freaking thing, but I have to use it for. I'm starting a new account with Take Profit Trader, so I don't have to pay like an activation fee with them. So I'm gonna try and do this 50K combine. I have to trade for a minimum of 5 days, and I have to have a 50% consistency. But what I was looking at is that we gapped up and we try to fill in this gap over here late night, and now we're just on our way down. We're about to hit weekly resistance here close to market open. So it's kind of scary right now. I don't see a good trade right now, and I don't really want to chase this market the way it's been. So we'll see what happens. I don't even see if we have. Let me check the news calendar today. Today's Wednesday. We do have some red folders at 12:30. Powell speaks today, so that's going to be interesting. So here we go. We'll see what happens here. We got 10 seconds, so yeah. So let's see how the market reacts to this right now. Okay, so we are moving up pretty quickly right now. We bounced right off that weekly resistance, like right off that bitch. Okay.
Damn, what's Nvidia at right now?
We could see let's see what happens here. I might take two buys here, two positions here. See if we can break through some of this. Keep this momentum going. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can keep some of this momentum going.
Bro, Nvidia opened at 105 today.
Let's see.
Yeah, I just got a notification from Robinhood that says your coins done gained more than 20% since you opened it. Or no, it's up 50%.
I'm up $90 on coin right now.
Yeah, mine said it's up 50% right now.
No, I'm up 100. Yeah, we're climbing up there.
Let's get it. Thank God.
So I took another buy position here.
We have so much time that I'm not worried about this.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. Like I'm not even really looking at. I mean, I look at it, but it's like we got till fucking June, so.
I was up $500 on that Nvidia play the other day because I bought 3 of them. I just know, I have know for certain it's
Okay,
going
so
above 111 in the next 2 months. It's just got it. So
yeah,
I'm holding till then.
yeah. On that Google play, like I wish I'd have sold in the morning. I almost did. It was like up to 900 for me, and I waited on it,
yeah, so
and ended up getting out of it like a. I still made some money on it, but it would have been a lot better.
yeah.
I thought about selling it. Like I was like about to push. I didn't.
That one.
So there we go. We took a quick buy right there. We get some momentum. So we're starting off pretty good. One trade today, $1,500. So that's gonna keep us in our 50% consistency ratio. So now I got to trade 4 more days, at least make $500 a day. and we get another funded account. And with Take Profit Trader too, the reason I took Take Profit Trader is because they offer daily payouts. So I can take payouts as soon as I get over their buffer zone, and there's no cap to that.
What's a buffer zone?
So like, you know how I have to basically it's like a buffer zone, plain and simple. It's like, okay, they're giving me a 5% buffer, or like I have to have, let's say, $1,000 in the account before I can take money out, essentially.
It's like your testing period.
It's like a safety net, I guess is the word I was looking for. Like,
You gotta have at least that before you can withdraw.
right, right, 100%. But with Take Profit Trader, which is, I think they're one of the best in the industry, they offer daily payouts. So let's say like this account was funded and I made $1,500, I could immediately go to their account and request $1,500.
Okay.
So
Like, so can you tell me something about the Roth IRA? So you can trade directly out of it, not taxed, and you can withdraw whenever you withdraw the money out of it, it's not taxed. Is that right?
I'm not a tax expert, so I probably won't be given financial advice. But what I can say is that yes, you can trade in your Roth. Now, because Roth is your retirement, anytime you pull out of your retirement, you're always going to get taxed, especially if you pull it out before your retirement age. But
Because you're borrowing it against yourself.
yeah, but the real play,
Back with interest.
yeah, the real play, honestly, is to get some type of life insurance, like a whole life policy, something like that, where you put money into just like you would a Roth, right? But
Okay.
the reason it's better is because at a certain point in time in your life, you can borrow against your life insurance, like basically becoming your own bank, and you don't have to pay interest and you don't get taxed on it. So,
Oh, that's fucking badass.
so that's how like the
Roads and all of those
yeah.
families, they don't use banks. They use trusts like that
Mm-hmm.
set up on their life insurance, and then the whole family just pours money into it, and that's their bank, if you will.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's different ways you can do it. Like again, I'm no financial expert, but like I know cuz I've studied for my life and health insurance exam, and I just know that that's like the best way if you want to like leverage money as like a wealthy person is get a nice life insurance policy. But yeah, boys. I don't know what else to say. I'm up 1,500, so I'm just gonna call it a day today and just
That is crazy as shit to me that you just, it's just like that.
yeah, and go on about my day, honestly. So yeah, I just played a simple move. That's why I trade the 8:30 open. I know we talked about it yesterday, and this is why I do it because right now it's still so undecisive if we're just taking a look at it. But like that continuation play, because everybody's going short. So for me, I'm like, with everything that's been going on, I'm not like betting it's gonna go short, but like that was like an easy play. And I was in that trade for how long? I was in that trade for
Like 10 seconds? It's right.
it might not even load. It was like a minute or two. It wasn't that long.
Okay.
Yeah, usually it tells me, but I guess it's having trouble loading. But yeah, it was like 2 minutes I was in that trade, and we're up $1,500. So
Okay.
that's it. That's all it takes. Oh, and I passed another top step combine last night, so I'm gonna activate that tomorrow to have another account. So Dylan, you're up. I'm running out of spaces, man. I'm running out of spaces.
So yeah, tomorrow. Wait, what's today?
Today's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah, on Friday. That's when I get paid. So I'm gonna call you as soon as I get my. As soon
Gotcha.
as I hit the bank, I'm gonna call you and I'll probably just sell you.
That's cool. Yeah, that. Oh, so a minute and 40 seconds actually. So
Man,
that.
that's fucking badass. $1,500 in fucking 1 minute 40 seconds.
Yeah, and if you had a smaller account, and you put one position, it would have been like I had one position I added because we pulled back a little bit, and I was in that for 54 seconds, but that was my highest position. It was 625 bucks in under a minute.
Paycheck.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's something light, about $1,000 a day, like because there's like 252 trading days, so that means like $1,000 a day would make a quarter mil a year. So,
That's plenty.
yeah, no, I mean even 500, you're looking at a hundred and a quarter, so you're still sitting pretty. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, that's it, man. I got to get off because if not, I'll be tempted to start some more trading, and I don't want to.
Ask you about that market point chart.
What is it?
Ask you about that market order on the side. Like, so you watch that. Can you walk me through that?
Oh, this market order. Yeah, so this is price action. So like I was telling you yesterday, I buy market and I sell the market. So let me do this actually. Let me let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let me go to my
It's just the bid and the ask, right?
Yeah, let me go to this one cuz this one looks a little bit better and I can tell you exactly what it is. So you can still see it on the side, right? Cuz I can't see my Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's same thing. Like, but the buy orders are down here below. Basically, I'm just looking at price action right now, and then I'll just get into what I feel like is the market. Like, I feel like if I want to sell, I just hit the market, and it'll fill me in to wherever the market was, and then that's a market order.
Okay.
And so I'm in there. So I got filled at 18646, and like if I was to play something like this, I'd probably put my stops at these highs, and then I would aim for this to come down a little bit lower, like um and that way it'll take me out if it hits this green, and then it'll stop me out if I lose. So
And that's just automatic.
yeah, that's just automatic. Like it's about a $700 loss for a like $1,000 winner, but like you can see we're already moving in profit right here. So
So you'll move the stop down a little
so
bit.
yeah, I usually will let it play. Like I'd let that one candle play out normally and wait for these. Like I'm gonna wait for this to push back these lows right here, or like just break the structure. Mind you, this is the 15-second chart, so this happens very quickly, which is probably why you think it's moving that fast. Like if you go to a minute chart, it's gonna move like that too, but you're gonna see different things. I like the 15-second chart on Nasdaq because I can see a little bit more when I'm doing market orders. But in the overall picture of things, it may not be like the best thing to trade. But I don't trade the overall picture. I just trade like the small imbalances. So I go down to the 15-second chart. I see that we're breaking. I could add another position. Like I could sell one again, and they'll still stop me out up there. Um, but I'll just read price action. I'll just see what's going on now, because we did have this push up. It could continue, but again, I'm on these small 15-second charts, so I'm looking for like a quick breakdown. That's what I would be looking at.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, market orders are good if you're like me, like where you want to get in and out real quick. Like if you're a long-term trader, you probably will set a limit order. So I can right click and be like limit buy. So this limit right here, it would fill me in, and vice versa. If I want to limit sell, like I could put a sell up here and it could fill me in for that sell if it goes a little bit higher. So that way you can get filled at the price that you want to get filled at, and that way you have a better control of your risk to reward. But it just depends on how you trade. So
Okay.
yeah, I like market orders. I'm in and out. I don't really need like to limit an order.
Hit it exact.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and take what I can get and then run away. So
Okay.
yeah, but we are looking like we might break above these highs actually. Let's see. Oh, this is just a practice account, by the way. It's not real. So
Okay. Simulator.
yeah, simulator. I just wanted to put on an actual trade, but
But the simulator does reflect the exact market sentiment, right?
yep,
Or what the market's doing, I should say.
yep. Like If it was real, I'd be down $1,300
Right.
right now. But the market's saying I'm not going down. That's what it's saying, though. That's good, though, for us. That's really good. But there's been a lot of fights lately between the bulls and the bears here, man. It's you can see it with the price action. Like NQ is like swinging a ton. Like right now, it's making 20-point moves, 30-point moves, 50-point moves. Like that's really not normal. Like normally NQ will take like, sometimes it takes like 2 or 3 hours, sometimes a whole day for it to move like 20 or 30 points some days. So the fact that we're seeing this type of price action is just indicative to like what's going on and the indecisiveness of people. Because look, we try to break that high and now we're moving again towards these lows. So really good stop loss there. Probably what I would do, I would probably move this down here. I probably would secure a little bit of profit. I could get stopped out, but that's just the way it is.
Okay, you have to minimize the loss.
Yeah.
Minimize what gain you got.
Yeah, because I could have probably held it for a little bit longer. Like, it probably will break now that I'm looking at it. Like, I should have probably held it, but, yeah, that would have been beautiful. Yeah, that's it, man. I got a system that I trade, and I trade my system, and like I know where I need to be with my stops. I'm okay with my losses, and let those winners ride out. Like worst case scenario, I still made $250 there. You know what I mean? Like I could call that a day, and it's still wonderful, right? Like,
Right.
So a big thing with it is to stick with your strategy, correct?
yeah, stick with your strategy, win or lose. Like, this account, it's a practice account, but like I can like practice. Like one day I did lose 29 grand, but the day before I did make 29 grand. But like if you just stay consistent, like like one or two trades, like these are two trades that I had. I was up 2 grand that day. I had 6 trades and I was up 6 grand, 2 grand. On this day, I was down 700.
So how much did you have in the trade to make that much?
I would say a couple thousand. So like this is a big account. This is a 150K account, so it's a pretty large account. So probably $9,000 if I had real money, like equivalent. I would say like be like 9 or 10K.
Okay.
Would be the account size. So I could risk like 2 grand to trade. 3 grand a trade. I can do a 1-to-1 and still make money. So, yeah. But sweet, man. I'm gonna call it a day. It was a pleasure, and I will be back tomorrow. Look and look at where it shot down now.
Dang.
So yeah, that would have been an excellent trade right there to hold, and we might even go ahead and break these lows. So. The biggest that you can put on this account is like a 15 lot. So if you put on a 15 lot, it moves really quickly. Like 2 or 3 points, I'm already up $1,000. So it's like pretty large. So like 15 lots, even in like a 20-point move, that's what about 6 grand. For a 20-point move on a 15 lot, so pretty big, pretty large. But Top Step lets you trade this way too. Like I don't get the 150K accounts. I get the 50K accounts, but I could do the same thing with 150K. It's just I don't really need to be trading those numbers personally. At this moment, like I'm comfortable with where I'm at, so I gotta just grow from there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's like the power it shows you. Like if you can master basically the smaller accounts, you can move up to one of these, and like if you really want, you could just 15 lot a trade and make a shit ton of money. Like it's
on one trade.
on one trade.
I haven't heard that term lot, I guess.
Yeah, me neither. That's what I was about to ask.
It's just like you're buying. just one bundle. So like 100 essentially. Like one lot is 100. Like you would call it shares or something, right? Like
Got you.
same
Yeah.
thing. Like because what I can do is I can trade. Like I'm trading regular Nasdaq, but they have what they call micro Nasdaq. So instead of a lot there, you have a mini. So 10 minis equal one lot essentially. So you can like
Okay.
break a half of a half. Like if you want to like again just for risk to reward. Same thing you're trading. It's just micros. So it's just you can like if I had a smaller account, I would trade minis because I could put on one lot but split it up into 5 minis each. So you can like do your risk to reward ratio better. So um see we're up. That was now we're 2600. So I mean I got to get off, man. I got to stop. So
I hear you, man. I appreciate it.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, if you guys need anything, reach out to me, let me know. But I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all.
All right, peace. That was it for the trading day. Glad you guys stuck around. I wanted you to hear a little bit of the Discord. Now, we don't have a lot of people coming in the morning because, again, we do options as well. And a lot of people that in our Discord, they don't have time to sit here and day trade all day, right? So we give them plays to make money. And then if they have this ability to do this on the side, we also give them this option. So join us, just watch us. We're up. I just wanted to show them a little bit of the practice. Now, those are trades that are out of characteristic for me. I was just showing them my mindset and what goes on in my head when I do place a trade. Not saying like, hey, you know, your risk to reward was off, like blah, blah, blah on those like practice accounts. It's just to show them and, you know, just to give them an idea of what's possible. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we took our trade this morning. We were looking for that buy continuation. We did go back into a little bit of drawdown, but we had confidence in our strategy, on our setup, had great risk to reward, didn't over leverage. So at the end of the day, we did profit out the small imbalance that we had today on NQ. Now, looking at the overall market, if I want to take a look at the overall market, it looks like we are going to be moving bearish. I mean, it's hard to say, right? Like we really don't know, but when I look at this chart, I do see that we might test the weekly resistance here below. Like I really do feel like we have to test the 560s at least, right? That's just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't really matter. But just the way that I'm looking at it, it does look that way. Now, this is going to set us up nicely on this account because we are starting off. We need a 50% consistency ratio. I have to trade for 5 days minimum. So that means I'm going to have to be looking for about $500 a day with these other trades. Now, we were in that trade for about 2 minutes, made $1,500, 3 trades, 6 contracts, in and out. That's some days it can be like this. Some days it takes a little bit longer for a move to play out or for me to see a move that I would like to take. But overall, very good day in the markets. Really love trading for you guys. If you guys want to reach out, I do have the Discord open now and we have things really moving. I got a couple moderators. So looking forward to that. Really want to educate everybody that I can because I feel like trading is a skill that once you learn, no one can take away from you and it has unlimited earning potential. It is one of the hardest ways to make easy money. Let me say that again. It's one of the hardest ways to make easy money. Trading will break you. It will test you. That's the beauty and the beast of trading. But overall, if you learn it, you can change your life. And that's really ultimately what I want to inspire everybody to do is to change their life, whether it be through trading or some other endeavor. But follow something that is going to make you money, even if it's just a little side thing. Again, you know, it's something that's out there. We're seeing that bearish action. We tested those 560s. That's where I would have had my take profit, number one. Very volatile today. You guys stay safe, stay sound, and I'll see you guys in the next video.